Hello, my beautiful friend Carine. Thank you so much for taking the time to share your wins with us today.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm happy to do so.
So welcome. I've recently had the honor and privilege of working with you, and we focused on some juicy topics like career stuff, money stuff. Please let our audience. We want to celebrate your win with our audience, so please give them a little summary of how things were before and what shifted after in your career, finances, and family.
Oh, so much. Like, I don't even know where to start because we had a handful of sessions and so much moved through me in those sessions. One major challenge I was having was with a falling out with my family. I've always been very close to my immediate family, and something ha triggering happened where they were triggered, I was triggered, and I was, a lot of abandonment wounds and a lot of grief and sadness that I was processing for over a year and a half. And one session, we did all this like clearing and purification. And I'm not kidding you, a few days later, my brother messaged me. And then there was like the snowball effect of my sister reaching out saying, I can't believe this happened between us. Over a year and a half of struggling with this. And that one session within a few days, all of a sudden I got invited to like a family gathering, repaired with my mother and my father. And it was like a beautiful reunion. And just like we talked it out consciously, had a beautiful repair moment of what was triggering for them, what was triggering for me. And it's like we're solid now. We're back to being in healing and reconnecting, and it's been really beautiful. Yeah.
Resolution.
Yeah, massive resolution. And the other challenge I was having in my business is I'm at a point in my business now where there's like a stuckness. Like I've been operating for about 8, 9 years and I've experienced immense growth, but I was stuck in that space of not being able to cross that threshold of income. There's like an
Yeah.
upper limit that I had reached, and I have a lot of ideas. I'm really good with ideas. I'm very creative, but I was getting overwhelmed. Like, what do I do? Which strategy do I use? And then it was like throwing spaghetti at a wall and hoping something will stick. And you helped me streamline a strategy that was, creating a higher level like mentorship package.
Yeah.
And the other was to do a lot of client outreach, like for when I was trying to grow my audience, bring in new leads. And then you're like, well, there's like a gold mine here that you're like just kind of sitting on, which is your former clients and your leads that you're not nurturing, and to help you reach out to them and propose a new program with them and so on and so forth. And so I
Yeah.
was able to sell one of my mentorship packages, which was amazing. And I'm in the process
You
of
want to share the amount?
finalizing. Yeah, it's 8888.
So
So
you created an 11,111
yes.
package and you sold
Yeah.
it like how much after that session?
Literally, I think 3 weeks
Three
later,
weeks
I was
later. So
able
we
to,
created
yeah,
it's your highest level
yeah,
package thus far,
yeah.
right? The
Yeah. Oh
11.
yeah, yeah. It's the most, yeah, it's the most investment, highest
So
level of
it's
investment.
already a huge milestone for you to like
Massive.
go
Yeah.
to them. And then you, within a few weeks, are putting it out to people, letting them know about this bigger package. And then one
Yeah.
person signs up.
One person
And
signed up and I have another one waiting for confirmation in the
then
next
maybe a
little while.
second one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
but I want to like clarify that it's not just like you didn't just help me with strategy. Like I'm pretty good with strategy. Like my background's in marketing, like all of that is great. But a lot of times when you look at your own business, you get really stuck in like the logistics and this and that. You're wearing all the fucking hats, and
Yeah.
you help me, yes, put the package together, make it more streamlined. The strategy was there, but it was a lot of the energetics behind it because
What do you think we cleared with the family stuff and the money packaging and client stuff?
right. The money was getting over that upper limit. Like it was a
Right.
self-worth thing. Like who, oh my
Yes.
God, am I actually charging this much? Like it felt like, like it was like a lump in my throat. My body was like contracted. And like there was a lot of fear. Like this is a big amount. So there's always been like when you go through this, this entrepreneurial journey, there's always like you're always hitting that upper limit, right? I remember the days when I was charging like $125 an hour for my healing sessions, and that was a lot. That
Yeah.
was like an now it's like I don't have a problem charging, $400 or $500 for my sessions. I've reached that point, but then that was my next level of
Milestone.
expansion. It was a new milestone, like new level unlocked, right? Of holy shit, am I actually charging 11,000? That's where I'm at.
And when you were sharing the package, how was it? How was it received? And how does it feel to have a client for that long to work with, and for them to commit at a higher level? How does that feel inside of your system?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in my system. The first time I pitched it was very uncomfortable. Like it felt like this is too much. So I needed to get through that like awkward phase of like pitching, and it didn't feel like I was pitching with confidence. There was a lot of like guilt and shame that came through that I was
Very,
working. I know you helped me work through a lot of that, which was
yeah.
beautiful. And then the second time I pitched it, I said it with such conviction that the person's like, "Yep, I'm in." I was like, "Whoa." It felt really grounded. It felt real. It felt good. And I'm honestly beyond excited to serve this person, like this client, for the next 6 months. Like it is the greatest joy of my
I
life. Like I'm like, yes, please, you're a dream client,
I
right?
love
So
that.
yeah.
Carine, let's go. Let's connect with someone watching this who's like, I always see these testimonials from Tarek, and
Yeah.
all these things happen. Can it really work for me? What would you say to
Yeah.
that person?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes, please. Don't even think about it. Don't even second guess it. Like I'm not like I'm not one to like blow smoke up anybody's ass. Like you know how direct I am. You know me, you've known me for a while. I'm beyond honest. Like I will tell it like it is. Those few sessions changed everything. Like my reconnect, money's great, the business growing, all of that wonderful. But honestly, just repairing with my family has actually cracked me open in other areas of my life. There was something that felt unresolved, like an energetic block that was holding me back from expanding in other areas of my life, in
Yeah.
my business specifically, right? There was something that was, and also receiving, the love and the appreciation and the support from my family, the support with helping me out with the kids
You
and all.
pretend you don't care about it, but it's there and it's impacting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I
It's
was
like
trying
you're
to be
going to
into
work every day with an inner child that's just broken and crying, and you're like,
yeah.
we're going to get through this. Let me focus on work. But it's like we want parts to be whole,
Yeah.
complete, and resolution. I'm big on we have to have resolution.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two things before I forget. One is you have this big project on top of all these amazing wins
Yeah.
uh, about building this amazing vision. And it's based on what you shared, it seems like your family's on board with that vision. And that's like a
Yeah.
second
Yeah.
dimensional testimonial. Do you care to share about
Yeah,
that?
yeah, absolutely. So our big vision, like my partner and I want to create a sanctuary, like a wellness sanctuary, a project-based nature school for kids, a retreat center, and all of that, and multi-generational living on the same land. We have this massive vision of what we're creating right now and calling in the right aligned, soul-aligned partners and investors to join. And my family's been very supportive. My brother's been helping me out with the presentation for the investors, the numbers. He's going to be involved in the operations. So my family's very much on board and in supporting this vision as well, which is huge for me. So yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Do you
that's
care
been
to
big.
share like the amounts, or you want to keep that private?
I'll keep that private for
They're private,
now.
but like what I
Yeah,
love about that is me and you, we're both creating our vision,
yeah,
and we're like, okay, so we're gonna pitch this to investors, we're gonna follow these strategies, and then
yeah,
it's just beautiful to hear you say that, like effortlessly, the aligned tribe, so the aligned
yeah,
people came along
yeah,
after doing some clearings, and that it seems like it's gonna fast track the
yeah.
finalization of that vision
Oh, 100%, 100%. And
easier
it's
than if you were to
yeah. Do it on my own, exactly. And what's interesting is that, I do believe that you can get closure when relationships kind of fall apart. You can give yourself closure. Like I've done that before where the other party is just not receptive or they're narcissistic or whatever it is, right? So there are moments in your life where you're like, you know what, this relationship kind of run its course and I can give myself closure. I can heal my inner child. But this one felt different. It was lagging, it was lingering. And usually, you know how we are, like we process through things very quickly,
yeah,
right? We alchemize shit and we move through energy very quickly with the work with what we do. This one was lagging, and I'm like, I don't understand why it's still lingering. Like it's not going away. It
yeah,
did feel lighter as time went by, but it was still there nagging at me. Like it felt unresolved, incomplete,
yeah,
because deep down, I knew intuitively that I had a desire to reconnect with them and repair.
yeah. It
Even though
was
I was hurting, I was like, it doesn't feel like this is it. Like I'm not going to lose my family for the rest of my life. That does not feel like this is part of the story. And this is why it was unresolved.
Is one person opening the door, starting the
Yeah.
conversation after the hurt and the
Yeah.
sadness
Yeah.
has processed.
Yeah.
Karine, one thing that you've shared that I started sharing with others is you're like,
Yeah.
Tarek, you need to let people know you're a high level healer for high level healers.
Yeah.
Can you
That's it.
explain that? Because a lot of my clients, when I talk
Yeah.
to them, they're like, oh, I've got all these disciplines, all these healing modalities. I've worked with all these healers.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah, I hear that all the time. And then I end up
Yeah.
finding the blind spots and things. How would you describe that to someone in terms of what makes this different? Because you're an amazing healer. You have
Yeah.
amazing tools. I received
Yeah.
work from you, changed my life.
Mhm.
Why does a high level healer need someone like me to come along? And how, yeah, like what would you say
Yeah.
to that person?
We can't do this on our own. Like high level healers are operating on a whole other level of how we're holding space. Like the types of clients I work with are also high level healers, right? So it's like holding space for that type of energy takes a lot of fucking capacity and bandwidth, right? You're not just working with people who are just awakening. Like you're working with people who have done healing, who do the work, who hold space for others. And that requires a special kind of healer to hold space for that. You
Right.
know, right? There's not like, and you know how I am, like I'm extremely picky and discerning with who I allow into my field. Like extremely picky. I will like discern and be like, all right, you pass.
What do you think
And I
what was
trust
different about me or the process, the infinity healing?
Um, the trust. Well, first, I have deep trust in the work that you do. I know you on a personal level. We are also deep soul family and friends, but I also know that your medicine is something that I needed in that moment. Like I needed someone to go in and go to the root of the problem. Like I don't like lagging and holding on to things for long periods of time. Like I want to feel it to move it, feel it to move it. And you were able to get me out of that stuckness. Like I would come into a session and be like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I'm overwhelmed. And you were like, all right, let's get straight to the root of the problem. Use infinity healing to move that energy out, somatically move it out of your body. And our work is extremely aligned in the way we operate and the way we work. Like our medicine is different, but we work in the same way. And that felt really like I felt very held. I felt very held, understood, but also not coddled. Like I don't like to be coddled. I don't like the oh, I'm so
Holding
sorry
space
you're going through
for yourself.
this. Okay, let's get to the root. Let's move it.
Yeah,
Like as a fire sign, I don't like to be coddled. I like to be like, all right, I see your problem. I see what the issue is. I see the stuckness. I see the energetic block. Let's go to the root of where it's going. And then with gentleness and with love and compassion, you help me move through some of these blocks that were holding me back. So
beautiful. I love
yeah,
it. And I
yeah,
think looking back as a fire sign, what could be a hurdle for other fire signs is where our default is, I got this. I'm gonna
yeah,
do
I
it
can do it
myself.
myself.
And we'll literally go in, even if we're going in circles for like years, we'll just, as long as we're doing it ourselves and we're like conviction, we're going to do this.
Yeah,
But it's like, hey, if you're going in circles in your life in an area, and you're used to just doing things on your own, it's okay for us as fire signs to go, I need some help because we're so used to
yeah,
just like get, especially, a mom of two kids and a
yeah,
lot's on your plate. It's like, you've just got the blinders and you're like, I don't have time to stop and go, what would make me feel better right now? Like,
yeah,
get
yeah.
this stuff done. What does Kareem need right now?
Yeah, and it's like it's being like self-resourced because you're like as a Leo, I'm like, oh, you know what, I could figure it out myself. I'll Google it. I'll learn, and I'm very like resourceful, and I figure things out on my own a lot. But you get to a point where you have to set that ego aside. Like one of the hardest lessons for me was to ask for help.
Yeah.
Like it's been very hard for me, and it is still hard for me to this day. It's getting easier and easier and lighter because I know every time I ask for help, I receive it.
Trusting and receiving and asking for
Trusting and
help.
receiving and
Huge.
trusting that someone's going to hold me the way I hold others. I think that's the big thing because I'm like, I always say nobody can do the way I do it. Nobody can do it the way. How can I trust somebody else to do it the way I do it? But
So
sometimes
glad
I
you didn't
don't need it.
micromanage my session.
Yeah, exactly. You did call me in a few times and I was micromanaging the
It did
session.
happen. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I got
You're
this.
like, Green,
Let me do my
this is
thing.
my session, not yours. I'm the leader of the session.
It's a thing, receptivity, man. If we can
Yeah,
all speak
to
fully,
keep
then we'll be
yeah,
further on the journeys.
yeah,
Karine,
yeah.
thank you so much for sharing. So yeah, someone's on the other side of this. They're watching it. They're like, "That's great, but I don't have the money."
Yeah.
Any final words about I always call it investing in self.
Investment. Yeah.
Say to
Well,
that.
listen, I'm a big believer in investing in yourself to grow. Like if you're in that stuckness and you're in that energy of I don't have money to invest in myself, chances are you're going to stay stuck in that space,
Right.
right? The number of times I have invested when I actually didn't have the money, or I had just a little bit and I was just trusting that the rest of the money would come. And that investment always like multiplied. Every time I invested in the right program, in the right healer, in the right coach to help me get to that next level, it's returned to me like tenfold, hundredfold sometimes. Like I
Absolutely.
remember there was this one time in like around like COVID where I lost all my in-person income. Like I was teaching yoga in person, doing teaching in companies and corporations, et cetera. And I lost everything overnight. And there was this like healer teacher program that was like resonating with me so hard. And but it was like $2,000. And I'm like, I'm not getting money in right now. How do I justify this? I decided to invest because intuitively I knew that was the right investment for me. I
Yeah.
kid you not, literally a few days after I committed, I had clients coming to me and saying, do you do online sessions? Do you do? Within 2 weeks, I made my money back. So
Yes.
that's just an example. And similar with you, like initially I was like, okay, that's an investment. Oh my God, do I do this? I was like, all right, let's jump into it. Let's do it. Literally a few sessions later, I sold an $8,000 package. I'm like, it's like a no-brainer. It's like, you know, that when you don't need more strategy nor more information, you need someone who's going to hold space for you to clear and purify the blocks and help you alchemize so you can step into alignment with that frequency of money. That's it.
And actually
That's
get
what you do. Mhm.
and actually get those results. It's
And
not
get those results.
working
Yeah.
forever to sell your first package. Like Infinity
Yeah,
delivers very fast results. So
it
yeah, anyone
does.
listening to this, it's like, so if going back to Carine before she said yes, it's like, oh, the money and whatnot. And it's like, well, if you know you're going to make 10, 20K
Uh-huh.
record speed, then I personally would move mountains to get whatever I can to get my foot in the door because it's going to pay itself off. And then your reality where you're like, okay, the 10K now is an average, or the
Yeah.
20K is an average monthly, then that's a whole different game to play. That's a way more easier on your nervous system. What you're more in your power, you're more in your queen energy. We're talking about hiring new VAs to help you with the thing.
Yeah, we were just talking about
It's a
that.
whole up level.
Yeah.
It's an up
Yes.
level on so many levels, and we all deserve more, to receive more, to have more fun, to work less, be more, so that you can focus on your area of brilliance. So I feel like we're just getting started, Carine. Thank you so much for taking the time to share with our audience, and please let them know your website and how they can reach you.
Yeah, they can reach me on Instagram. It's the best way to find me is Amrita Rose Tantra, or just Carine Amrita Rose, and you'll find me there and you can DM me. That's the best way to find me. I have lots of landing pages, but I don't have a website yet. I'm working on it. It's
And
coming.
her
It's
superpower is
coming.
helping people go to that next level where
Yeah.
they're stuck and they've hit
And
a
that threshold.
wall,
Yeah.
take them to the next level with their desires, goals, whether it's
Yeah.
relationship, whether
Yeah.
it's sexual healing, all of it, right?
Yeah, just helping you cross the threshold between, from where you used to be, like your older identities that are dissolving and burning away, and stepping into this new version of who you're becoming. So, yes, modalities are tantra, sacred sexuality, embodiment, somatic healing, nervous system healing, intuitive.
And next level, guys. Now
Next level.
just
Yeah,
check out the
level up.
testimonial I'm going to share with Carine on her page. And click on the link below if you guys want to hop on a call with me and see how I can support you. Carine, thank you so much. It's such an honor, such a privilege. It's always fun, and it's such a beautiful feeling to hear you step more into who you're here to be and do all the things you're here to do. Thanks for sharing with us.
Thank you for all your support and helping me get to where I am now. And I'm excited to see what else is going to unfold with our work together. So,
Yes, you're welcome.
book a call with Tarek. You won't regret it, I swear.
Yes.
I promise you.
All right. Much love.